right. Hey, GRAR. Hey, Jody. It's Mike Childress.
Hi.
We had concluded our monthly board meeting this week, and we wanted to give you a little updated video of the new things that are happening around GRAR. Still doing quite a few things virtually, but we did have our board meeting with 2/3 in person and 1/3 on a Zoom call, which is a new thing to get used to, but we're making it happen. Jody, yesterday we had an RPAC
Cocktail hour.
Cocktail hour was a function that we did. It was pretty cool. Can you tell us about that?
Okay, we first need to explain it was a virtual cocktail hour. So we all got our choice of drink. There was 3 choices, and they were delivered to our homes. But we were able to have the Brad Ward speak at the event. We also had it started off with the bartender to show us how to make our drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And then most importantly, we had Brad Ward there to tell us what Michigan REALTORS is doing for us. And what
Brad, if you don't know, works for MAR, or the Michigan Realtor, and he is the one of the attorneys for, I forgot his actual title. He's their public policy. Is that, I believe? But there's so many different things that they're doing on a regular basis. And so I'm glad that we were talking about RPAC for just a hot second. This was a major donor event. And we were trying to encourage our different members that donate every year, but to come together and have a function and to donate. But it's very, very important for our membership, even if you're, doing it at the $25 level or whatever it might be, because with a stroke of a pen, legislation can change, especially, the RPAC has the ability to thwart different issues or something like that that'll mess with private property rights or realtors' abilities to function the way that we do. And if we didn't have that, we would be severely handicapped. So that is a very, very huge, important thing that, that affects us all. So quite often.
And Mike, let's talk about what they already accomplished. They got us to be one of the industries that opened up first on May 7th to get open back up. They were part of helping us out with that. Also, one of the benefits I saw my clients get was the homestead exemption. Instead of June 1st, it was delayed to July 1st, so that helped some people. And there was one more thing, but they are, also the unemployment for independent contractors. You guys, it was a huge win for our industry, especially that, we can't take that for granted, and that's part of your RPAC support. That helps us
Absolutely.
out.
It's just a wonderful, wonderful opportunity that we have available. And if we need, really, is we're banding together and we're stronger together. And that's exactly what happens. We might all be in different associations, different things like we do, but we're all realtors. And I think consider that, consider the opportunities. If you don't know about donating to RPAC, call a GRAR, call one of the board members, call your broker. I want to talk about, we had an addendum.
Yes, we talked about that in great length at the last meeting, and then we buttoned it up at this meeting on Wednesday.
Basically, our addendum, we have a very hot market, as many of you know. And so one of the problems that we've had is multiple offers, or how about this, holding offers until a specific time. And a bit of a frustration that's been going on is someone will say, as for example, all offers are reviewed after Monday at 5 p.m. And then by Saturday, they've pended the property. Well, they didn't get a chance. No one, or all these other people didn't get a chance to make their offer because they thought they had a lot of extra time. This would curb that a bit. If you're going to be doing that type of thing, this is going to be a mandatory addendum you're going to have to add if you're going to have a delay of offer submission. So I think this is kind of a market-driven situation, but so was short sales and so is other things that happen in our industry. So this is something that the board of directors has voted on to make as an addendum.
And Mike, I want to just say, this is not something this is to make us look better. It's to help us show our cooperation with one another, and also we're already trying to be transparent with the public. If we're going to be doing these deadlines, we're saying this on listing comments and marketing comments, so we need to follow that. And this is just letting the sellers know that if we're not doing what we're saying we're going to do with those delayed deadlines, we're actually could be set up for going to grievance. We're going to, that's article, I think it's Article 1 that you could be violating because you're doing something other than what you're advertising or sharing. So it's just not cooperating. And we all want to cooperate. We all want to look our best and be our best. And I know I've had some disgruntled buyers when that happens, and they see less value in a realtor, and that's not what we want for our industry.
Absolutely. We had a special guest. We had the city manager.
That was great.
And it was nice to see the Grand Rapids city manager. I should point that out. There's many city managers. Grand Rapids city manager spoke for a little bit, giving us a little update of what's happening and how they're trying to promote businesses and promote new things that are going on and help everyone stay stable and working well with the real estate industry. And so it's great to hear. Very positive.
Yeah, it was Mark Washington that spoke for a good half hour. He answered a couple of our questions. They did a study that was indicated in one of our newsletters. They did a study on the housing demands for the city of Grand Rapids and Kent County. But he touched upon a lot of different things. He does want to hear from realtors. He wants to hear what's the needs in housing and what we're feeling about the community of the city of Grand Rapids. So we talked about that as a board and what we could maybe create there.
Grand Rapids, by far, is not sitting on their hands right now, not doing anything, and neither is GRAR. Really is this full steam ahead on many different things that we're doing and to try to keep everybody abreast. One thing that, depending on when you're going to watch this video, is we're in the middle of the broker at large and appraisers voting.
I think through Monday.
Primary, I'm sorry. We have 11 people running for that spot, and through Monday, I believe. And so if you haven't voted and you're a broker or appraiser, you're able to vote on that one. Please do. It's not as big of a turnout as we'd love to have for these primaries. So please, please, please vote if you're able to. I believe next week starts the agent voting.
Maybe the following week, Mike. But I think you've got if you have your email, you do get this link emailed to you. It used to be when you first logged on to GRAR. They don't do that anymore because we just can't. They can't do that. So you got a separate email a couple of days ago. If you didn't receive that, let the GRAR know, because it would be great to have your vote. We need more votes.
Absolutely. All our leadership is voted by its members, and Jody was voted by her constituents, by her members here, and I was as well. And so they had faith in both of us, and we're trying to do what we can to keep your faith and do what we need to do to work every day to represent you. So we do appreciate your support. Anything else we wanted to add today?
Mike, I told you this morning on the phone, is I really just want to express this. Any of you that are watching this, please be careful if you're doing open houses. I know we're getting quite a bit of activity when I'm hearing the open houses, but we always have to be safe. But I'm hearing that it's working really well when you have two people. A couple of people at our company has one person inside, one person outside, and it's just nice to know who's coming in, who's leaving. This is not just for the COVID, but also just for safety, and I just really want to be aware of that. So just a good reminder, and don't take that for granted.
Absolutely, safety number one.
Safety is number one, guys. Yep.
Absolutely. Well, that's I think that's all we have this month, but it's August 2020. And we're on the home stretch going into the fall. A lot of people are getting ready for going back to school and all the challenges that's going to bring us. But I think that we were going to get through it.
We'll get through it. We're tough.
So fantastic. Well, thanks very much, Jody. And thank you, GRAR, for having us. And we will see you next time.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.